there, Queen Mom. How you doing? So my clock is saying that it is 1:49 a.m. and I'm on my way to a home birth, and I decided I've been waiting for this moment, and so that's why I haven't done my home birth video until now. But stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. I'm on my way to the client's house for this home birth. I'm super excited. Don't watch my eyes. I have coffee and adrenaline is pumping. It is indeed an awesome experience. If you have not done so already, if you have not seen any reason yet to subscribe to the channel, remember to subscribe to the channel. Remember to leave your comments. Remember to share with your friends and like this video. Alright, so I'll check back with you in a few, guys. Home birth it is. Prior to this, I'm inside my car, and so of course the image is not I'm sorry, I didn't even realize that the radio was on. Super excited. Like I said, of course the music that you heard before, I don't own copyrights to that. Yes, so prior to me getting the call from the client to see that she's having pain, contractions that are getting stronger for longer, we would have had to done a home assessment, and this assessment of the client's home, it is done to see if her environment is conducive for the home birth. And we make a few suggestions. We don't need much. I've had instances where I use a metal hanger, metal clothes hanger to make a drip stand. So we know how to use take away and turn make fashion, right? And so yeah, that would have had to be done. Remember that not everybody unfortunately is eligible for home birth, because there are some persons with what we consider high risk conditions. So for example, if you have had a previous cesarean section or any scar of the uterus, then you are unfortunately you're not eligible. Also, if you have conditions such as high blood pressure, sugar, if you have sickle cell disease, heart disease, rheumatic heart disease, anything like that, anything that is out of the norm, then we don't do home births for you. We don't conduct home births for you guys, unfortunately. Also, if this is your first child, then you are not eligible for home birth. I've been doing home births since 2011 independently. That is since 2011. Now independently mean I was the only trained midwife, but I usually have student midwives with me. Most recently I have been doing it with a team, which is awesome, which I realize that it is more it's more holistic. It's super awesome. It's extra hands, you know, it's everything. And so right now I'm a part of a team where I support that midwife and that midwife support me, and I have several midwives who are willing to support me even if this specific one is not available. So it's super awesome. I'm super excited. Usually in a home birth you have 2 trained midwives. Like I said, some midwives do it independently, meaning it's just them alone as a trained midwife. But usually you have 2 trained midwives and a student midwife. You can have your family being there with you. One of the most awesome experience when I just started in 2011 is that a lot of the men, a lot of the fathers, yes, you King Daddy, you know, they were super excited, and I love that too. For me, that was a big plus. That daddy could get to come and cut the umbilical cord. You know, we give him gloves and gown and thing, and he was able to participate in the process. I remember October of 2017, I had a home birth, and I'm telling you that daddy, I mean, he was just there making fun. He was just there making everybody laugh, including mommy when she was in labor. And it was super excited. I remember that one specific exactly. It was great. And so I'm excited. Can you tell that I'm excited? Yeah, that's it basically for the home birth. I mean, like I said, I'll come back and fill you in a few. Ask any questions. I'll just, in the comment section, I'll just respond to them. Don't be afraid. Most of all, home birth is free. That is so beautiful about it, and isn't it? Yes. We have all the medications that you need, the medication for the baby and for the mother after the delivery of your baby. What we do as it relates to birth registration, I'll tell you later. All right. Simple procedure, but yeah, we're going to home birth. Queen Mom Maternity Services at your service, ladies, day or night. All right, see you. Hi guys, yes, it's your favorite midwife again. It's morning and the baby, of course, and the baby has been delivered. We had a successful home birth at 5:35 a.m. Big boy, weighing at a awesome 3.71 kg. Isn't God good? Sucking well, baby and mother, they're doing extremely well. And so, like I promised that I would have come back with an update, and so I am here. Yeah, so I was telling you about the registration of birth. So after you have delivered, after the mother has delivered, we give a form. The midwife would sign a form and give it to the mother, stating the details of the birth along with the midwife's signature. And you take that within 6 weeks to the Registrar's General's Department, that's the RGD, and of course you'll get the birth certificate. It remains the same, where you'll pay the $200 and you will get the pink piece of paper, and then you make the application for the first copy of the birth certificate. And of course, you know that the first copy is free, and if you want additional copies, you would have to pay for that. All right. Like I said, we would give you the form to do that. I know in St. Catherine, I know personally the persons who are registrars of birth in Spanish Town, and so usually if they find a problem or they are questioning something, they would call me and say, Harrison, this and this and that and that. Sometimes I even go to the RGD myself. Like if a client is there, something is happening, then I'll go down to assist. Of course, the passport, the child health development passport, that's the blue book, the child passport, the immunization book, right? You are issued with one of that as well. So you don't have to worry that, hey, how am I going to get the book? Yes, we, the midwives who deliver you at home, we will issue you with one of those books as well. So you don't have to worry. What we usually do, so you have to understand that I don't want to call it a circle, like a community. And so midwives know midwives, nurses know nurses, midwives know nurses, doctors. We know, there's a professional, it's a body, professional body. And so after you have given birth, we usually refer you to the nearest health facility. Usually, for example, in St. Catherine, where I'm practicing right now, it's the Spanish Town Hospital, and we usually refer you to the hospital to have the baby be given BCG. So again, I say that if it's a case where you need to be transported, where you might not have any vehicle available or so, there are some midwives that go above and beyond like that. Do I need to tell you? Are you even going to question if I'm one of those midwives? Yeah, we assist as best as possible. I had a conversation recently with one of my colleagues, and I was telling her that for me as a midwife, we were discussing, you know, the things that we do. It's so much more. We have social workers that we work closely with, but sometimes you have to aid persons in so many different ways. It's such an awesome job, and like I mentioned before, it's a holistic being. It's a holistic, it's everything, and everything about the person that we cater to. And so where we need to assist, of course, some of us will step up to the plate and we will assist. All right. If there's need for transfer, we again work closely with the hospital. I, for one, whenever I'm doing a home birth, I like to call the maternity ward and tell them that, hey, I'm on the field and so doing a home birth. In case of an emergency, in case it becomes necessary to transfer to this client, I will call you and let you know, and I'll be coming. Yeah, stuff like those, you know, just to keep things flowing and things going. Ambulances are made available. There's even a Promac ambulance. You can look up that word Promac. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put in the link. I'm going to put in the link, the Promac website, the Promac Facebook page thingy, and some others about knowing your rights and so on. I'm going to put in the link so you can have some information about knowing your rights. I believe you ought to know all of those things, so I'm going to add that for you so you have a little information and you can start following Promac, right? So there's an ambulance that was contributed to maternal and child health. You know, the aim is to reduce maternal mortality and morbidity. We need to ensure that all our mothers and their babies, maternal and child, are well. And so there was an ambulance that was designated specifically for you. Yes, you, people like you, mommy in the community district, mommies and their children, you know. Yes, so if you need to be transferred, ambulance is available. We call the ambulance and we transfer you to the nearest hospital. Again, like I said, for me, that's a Spanish Town Hospital. Different parishes may have their you know, it's going to be different in each parish or in each area where a midwife is practicing. But if you need to be transferred, then we transfer you. One of the drawbacks, I don't know if I want to call it drawbacks, but one of the questions I'm asked a lot of women, a lot of women ask is, what if something goes wrong? And I will always tell them that is why we do an assessment, and that is why we don't do iris clients if you're considered iris for home birth. And you know, we are trained to recognize these things. We're trained to recognize if, you know, something goes wrong. We're trained to deal with them as they come along. Thanks be to God. I've had need to transfer before, but I've not had any emergencies like that, like severe emergency like that we would call obstetric emergencies. Amen. Thanks be to God. All right. Of course, it's free. I need to remind you that though I work in the public health system, and everything in the public health system is free, everything that we offer. So no matter what time of the night you call me, that is free. You attend the public clinic, it is free for you. But there are some midwives who practice. I know midwives who, they don't work in the public health system, they practice, they have their private thing, and so of course you would have to pay them. If you're a private client, then you would have to pay. But once it's a public health system, it is free. I think that's it. I hope I didn't leave anything out. I'm tired. It's an awesome weekend, but also a tiresome weekend. Be sure to comment. Remember to subscribe. Remember to share our channel, because this channel is ours, with a friend, a family member, you know, all, your family members are invited, because they need to know too. And I look forward to some of you signing up for home birth, and let us go on this awesome journey together. Look out, I'll have some pictures of some of those home births that I've done in the past. Beautiful children, most of them are grown now, you know. And I must say thank you to all my mothers who have in the past given me the opportunity to go on the journey with you. It has been awesome. You're all awesome, and my kids are awesome. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Remember, your royalty. Do not let anything or anyone tell you otherwise. And if you need to be reminded, just check out my channel. Subscribe, guys. Comment. God bless you, and stay royal.